We're very inclusive here. As YouTube is acting up, we're actually in favor of Black minority ethnic people being on shows like these, despite the fact that our panel is entirely white. But the second topic I found very interesting because YouTube is acting up. This was another topic that comes recommended by Smash JT, because I remember my mentor when I first really started thinking about being a content creator. My mentor would tell me about channel suppression, like the concept of if you say the wrong things or if you upset the wrong people as you climb the greasy pole that is content creation, you're likely to get suppressed, mostly by a faceless, nameless algorithm. And I remember when he told me, when people first started talking about the algorithm, they were classified as nuts, as dangerous conspiracy theorists, despite the fact that this algorithm is prioritizing channels like mine, where you can get 400 views from a 70, 80 sub-odd channel. But a creator like Jay Viper has 60,000 plus subscribers and can barely get 1,000 views for his video. So clearly YouTube is acting up. Clearly the algorithm is going wild. And the platform can't just shut down to fix this problem because of how much money YouTube generates. But I really do think, the Skynet allegory, we're already in it. It's just the algorithm finds us entertaining. Smash, what do you make of this whole situation?
Back before I started YouTube, I didn't even know that there was an algorithm or anything like that. And when I first started using it, I was like, okay, there is an algorithm, but it doesn't have like a massive impact on what I'm doing. It's just kind of like I'm a smaller channel and it's, tough. And as I was trying to grind back then, I remember thinking like, man, now that I'm in this world, I actually understand what people are talking about when they're bitching about the algorithm, because it's an easy thing to complain about, but it's a very true and real thing. Like it actively suppresses people and actively promotes other people. And at the delight of whoever at YouTube wants whoever to be promoted at deciding what they think. It used to be what watch time was, because that means people are sticking on the platform longer, and that means it would bring in more money for them. But recently, over the past 2 to 3 years after coming out of the pandemic, it seems to be shifting from that to a more pinpointed, targeted, what the people at YouTube want out there, instead of just who's keeping people watching them. And I feel like it's a really hard dynamic to follow if you're trying to get noticed. And in a weird way, you need to take a big step back and just say, yes, the algorithm is going to change. It's going to fuck me. It's going to fuck me again. It's going to fuck me again. I just need to do what I'm going to do. And maybe the powers that be will change the dynamics, and what I'm doing will fall back into favor with them. And I know I'm not alone with this. That's the other thing. Because if you're the only one bitching about the algorithm, like, I got bad news for you, bro. That's not the algorithm. But with this situation, it started with murmurs, with DM conversations, group chats that I have with people, and not even starting with me, by the way, because when it was starting with me, I was just questioning myself. I saw other people being like, hey, are you guys seeing a hit to your analytics? Are you seeing less views? Are you seeing this, that? And I'm like, I am, but I just figured it's me. And then people start to chat. It's like, nope, me too, me too. And all these different voices coming in from different perspectives, covering different areas of the gaming industry, all having the same result is confusing, because people don't just stop watching videos. So where are these views going? What has happened to the audience? Because we are doing, I would even argue for myself, some of the topics I'm covering right now, at least to me, are I'm probably biased, but far more entertaining than they were 4 months ago, 5 months ago. So I'm like, these should be the videos that are getting more views than those ones back then. Those ones back then were good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this is a much hotter, more powerful topic that extends well beyond everything, like the visa situation and stuff. And I'm like, and the Roblox stuff as well. And you got to wonder, I'm like, and I'm not the only one talking about this stuff either, but across the board, the views are down, for me at least. I'm getting, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say 1/10 of the amount of views I used to get. Like 1/10 from like 2 months ago. August 1st or so was when the shift happened. And the topics, the conversations, the videos that I made have been very consistent. And it was so jarring that I had to actually change how I went about publishing videos on my channel, where I used to put like 3 or 4 hours into editing, scripting, publishing, and promoting, stuff like that. Now it's just like I don't have time, because if I get that topic wrong, as far as like not being the one that people care about for the day, I'm boned. So I've shifted to, I'm going to cover a bunch of stuff, do live streams, cut the live streams, post them to my channel, and hopefully I'm covering the things people want to hear about. But it's throwing darts right now. It's like, I hope this is interesting to me. I hope it's interesting to you.
Well, that's why my mentor had the mindset of shooting out videos like bullets. Even if 1 or 2 do well, then it's worth it. I remember when the 40K Empress, this was a private talk that the two of us had, when she said that I was, a new boy in this space, hardworking. No, I'm efficient. That's the only thing I get right, is efficiency. And hopefully I'll get more things right as I start my creator journey.
Yeah.
Well, I can make 3 videos in an hour, so I can shoot them out like bullets. Well, thank you to Mr. Nobody for the gifted memberships. Yes. We appreciate you.
Hey, Mr. Nobody, hi to you.
Hopefully,
he's also been a member for 1 month.
Hopefully your sobriety is continuing and your drinking problem has subsided. All righty then.
Yeah.
Well,
I can tell you what I noticed as well with the algorithm, if you want, because
go for it, Empress.
Quite something. So okay, yeah, I mean, same thing happened to me. It's a bit different situation, because I actually pivoted the channel that is more than 10 years old, that was about Xena Warrior Princess, to a gaming channel. So basically my gaming channel is like 3 months old and a half. So for YouTube to understand that this is now a gaming channel, I have to upload as much content as possible, because when you go to inspiration, which is the new tab that YouTube gives you, and now it's available to many countries, you can see that it still gives me suggestions for Xena. Now, since a week ago, finally it stopped. So now it gives me just suggestions for gaming content, which are actually pretty good topics. But the point is that it's also different when you pivot the channel and when you start from scratch. If you start from scratch, you have a bit more chance. Now, on my other channel, which is the 40K channel, I also pivoted that 5 years ago successfully, and it's all good. But then on the another channel, that's my third channel, Superior Truth, then I made sure that all the videos are delisted, so I don't have to confuse the algorithm. When you delist them, they're literally invisible to the algorithm and everybody else. And then I started to upload the superhero videos, and some of them did really well, like almost 2,000 views from like the first try. So it is very different, like the niche. If you pivot it, if you don't pivot the channel, then it's the title, which is extremely important. I use several formulas for that. Some work, some then start not work where it's supposed to work. I even talked with Helzo. He has a video that's very successful, like almost 6,000 views, right?
Yeah.
About that.
Again, I tried that same formula afterwards, and it didn't work.
Yeah, and I tried that same formula on my channel and it didn't work. But when I tried it, YouTube still was thinking that my channel is for Xena.
One thing I need to remind myself of, and I'm sure everyone here does as well, is sometimes we get caught up in we need to cover XYZ story, which is very important. But I need to remind myself of this as well, is people, because our viewing habits are the same as what our viewers view us. people want to watch the videos for you.
Yes.
Disgusting.